Knows how to read First John. You have all failed. You want to go run to First John 1:8, but you refuse to see 1:7. And because you refuse to look at First John, you can't read First John 5:18, which says, those who are born of God do not sin. It's impossible for us to sin. You want to sin. You want to have the excuse for everything you do because your conscience is guilty. With your it's an honorable thing to want to love God and serve God. But if you say you sin, you practice lawlessness. For sin is lawlessness. How is it that you're still alive? You say that the law is good, holy, righteous, and just, but yet you say you sin when you know that those who do such things are deserving of death. Why won't you be crucified with Christ and pay your debt through Christ? That's what that means. You don't get to skip out on it. You don't get to skip out on it. That's why you say you still sin, because you were not crucified with Christ. Who is it? Who are you to be more powerful than Christ to get off of that cross? You'll say that you were crucified with Christ. How is it that you were able to remove the nails from your hands and feet and get up and walk around? How is it that you still sin? If you were crucified with Christ, who is sinning? You don't believe. That's why you say you still sin. You don't believe. You don't believe. That's why you say you still sin. If you believe that you were really crucified with Christ, who would be sinning? If I was crucified with Christ, it's no longer I who live, but Christ who lives in me. If I say I sin, I say that Christ sins, because it's no longer I who live, but Christ who lives in me. And you can't see that because you love sin. You want the body of sin, because the body of sin is who defines you. And your closeness to God, you think, is decided upon how well you stave off sin. You can't stave off the body of sin. It's Adam. You know that the wages of sin is death. You know that the fine or the penalty for sin is death. Why won't you be crucified and count your sin yourself, or reckon yourself dead to sin and alive to God? You won't even do that. And you know that's what the Bible says.